Obviously, being that there was the PlayStation showcase the other day, there was going to be some new leaks and rumors and things like that revolving around the Xbox showcase. And it really just makes sense because Microsoft has a lot riding on what's going to happen. A lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on Xbox to really deliver with what more in line what we expect as gamers for, this showcase. Now, clearly, Microsoft thinks it's going to be a big showcase because they're going to bring the showcase to 25 different movie theaters on the day, June 11th, for local fans to watch and celebrate together with free tickets and things like that. So they obviously think this is going to be a pretty damn big deal, and I think that bodes well with what we're going to see. Microsoft hasn't been that active or that big in showcasing third-party games or big third-party games anyway. So what I mean by that is, there might be some third-party games, but a lot of the games that they like to showcase are games that are going to go into Game Pass day one. So it's not going to be, the big third-party deal. We might start to see Call of Duty should that deal go through or what have you. But to be honest with you, they're going to stick more to first-party, which I think is what we all think of when we look at these type of showcases, is like, how is the first party? And that's why Sony is getting so much flack. They did not do a lot of first party kind of in initiations. There was hardly any. What we saw wasn't very impressive as well. So to be getting leaks and different things like that, I think is really, really big news. And it's nice to see that Microsoft is going in full tilt on what's going on. So again, there's multiple leaks. One of them is this. Fans are already speculating as Double Fine, one of Microsoft's new studios, is teasing more to come on Game Pass. There's something for everyone and more to come. It marked the arrival of Double Fine's Massive Chalice on Game Pass, and in a follow-up post on social media, the Xbox studio teased that there was more to come on the subscription service. No specifics were provided, but the wording and image has a lot of people talking. At this point, most Double Fine's titles that you'd expect to be on Game Pass are already present, so there's not much left to choose from. Again, Double Fine could be alluding to something brand new that could be unveiled at the Xbox Game Showcase on June 11th. They could also be happening. So again, Double Fine, one of Microsoft's newer studios, apparently they had multiple things in the works before Microsoft even bought them years ago, and clearly they got Psychonauts 2 out to critical success and things like that. Microsoft did a good job helping them prepare, and to actually add to that, I don't know if you know the actual story behind it, but that was like a crowd-funded game, and there wasn't going to be like the bosses and things like that in it that ended up being there, but Microsoft gave them additional funding and time. I think they delayed the game a bit, and they ended up getting an Xbox Series X version as well, which again makes a lot of sense for them to do that. And again, I think that them teasing this right around now, listen, if you're a company and you work for Microsoft, or you're a studio and you work for Microsoft, if you start talking about stuff around this time of year, of course people are going to be insinuating that you have something to show at the showcase. So that goes without saying. So I hope that they all kind of take this seriously and realize that, gamers definitely do take it seriously as well. And so, if you do have something to share, please share it, but also make sure that you actually have something to share, because otherwise people are going to be disappointed. And I feel like that is part of the discourse with what happened to Sony, because so many fans were saying, oh, that's going to be this, and it's going to blow your balls off and all this kind of stuff. And then you see that, hey, that's not necessarily the case. So there are rumors that we're going to be seeing quite a bit of stuff, including like the Hellblade 2 and Avowed and things like that. So again, a little bit of noise was starting to go out there that we wouldn't get Forza Motorsport coming this year, etc., etc. And now they actually revealed the cover art after it leaked, and they said gameplay is going to be coming soon. The Turn 10 Studios pulled back the curtain on the official Forza Motorsport cover art, revealing that the cover cars to the 2023 number 1 Cadillac Racing Series and Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray are on the cover. It said, "We're excited to confirm that your Forza Motorsport cover cars meet the cars." Something even more excited about is Turn 10 is going to be hosting a full walkthrough of the Forza Motorsport single-player campaign as part of Forza Monthly on June 13th, which also happens to be the same day Xbox is hosting a Showcase Extended event. So it sounds like it's going to be a very busy day. You're going to see a full walkthrough. It's great that they're going to kind of emphasize the single-player career as well, which has always been a huge staple of the Forza Motorsport world and things like that. I think that this is going to be them really showcasing what it's all about. And when you look at some of the competition, I think that's where titles like Gran Turismo have really struggled, with the fact that, hey, they haven't really nailed that single player thing, or they had an online only aspect, or they didn't really do a good job with it. And so I think that is exactly why Microsoft has allowed them to take such care. Again, a current gen only game, which makes all the sense in the world, because guess what, we're in the current gen, and going on 3 years into the gen, I think it's more than time to leave the last gen stuff behind. Thankfully, Microsoft is on the right path with that. Plus, you can fully utilize what's going on in the game, and I think that is going to be something that they need to do in the future as well, because at the end of the day, if you're not fully utilizing what the console can do, are you really, to me, it's like ripping off your consumers. So I do hope that we see, that as well, because again, people are already kind of speculating, oh, well, this game probably isn't going to come out this year. It's probably not going to come out this year. And now, the same thing was going for Starfield. You wouldn't believe the amount of people on social media that I get telling me that Starfield is going to get delayed into 2024. People really just think that something that happened to Redfall or whatever, is the same thing that happened. It was going to happen to Starfield or what have you, and that's really just not the case. Microsoft has been helping out with Starfield for a very long time. They sent engineers there. They're fully getting it ready. And you go, well, why didn't they do that to Redfall? They already admitted the mistake that they should have helped out more with Redfall. But I think it's a different thing. Like I said, there's different expectations for Starfield than there were for Redfall. Even though Redfall took a lot of the hate and stuff like that, it's clear that that game was never going to be the big thing. It was never touted as a Gears of War or Halo or the next big thing. I never understood why people were doing that. I always looked at it as kind of just like this mid-level or mid-card game. So, but now, not only did we get ESRB, but it looks like it's being reported that Xbox is going to unveil the official Starfield controller and headset at the showcase. It's been leaked by a reliable person. With recent information, they're going to confirm that the accessories, codenamed Ogden and Orin, are indeed official Xbox wireless controller and headset in Starfield colors. They also know that these will not be limited to the United States. They're going to release in Europe. For pricing, the controller $79.99 US, while the Starfield headset will cost $124.99. Both may actually be available to purchase as soon as June 11th. So when you look at that, I think that it makes a lot of sense that they're going to do something like that, because Starfield is going to be huge. Again, you think that the media and everybody else is putting a lot of pressure on Starfield to be the next big thing. Clearly, Microsoft is well aware of that, and they've put a lot of effort and resources behind this being the next big thing. So, again, we continually see Microsoft pump things into this, and I love seeing them kind of amp up and do this, because we haven't really seen them do that much in the past, especially this generation, where they amp up, go all out with the marketing and, a big marketing blitz and stuff like that. I think we have yet to see things like that that we used to see in the past, and kind of, I think, maybe take for granted a little bit. With if you guys can remember a lot of the Halo marketing and stuff like that, we really did kind of take that for granted, and now it's we rarely get that kind of stuff. So hopefully we continue to see more and more leaks as they come available. I'm excited for what they're going to do. I think they're really going to nail it. It's about time that they nailed it. They've really kind of come a long way over the years, and I can't wait to see what they have. I'm going to link all of this stuff in the description. What are you all hoping to see, though? I mean, like me, there's a lot of things that I'm excited to see, but what excites you all? What gets you amped up and ready to go in terms of what Microsoft could potentially show at their showcase, because obviously we might have different kind of thoughts and opinions. I want to see Fable, man. If Fable gets shown, then I think that's the bee's knees for me, so to speak. So I'll be more than satisfied with what's going on there, and I can't wait to see what they have and what they have cooking. Just in general, I think it's going to be pretty amazing. So let me know. Rack 'em up. I'm the Crap Gamer. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe. Crap Gamer out.